Welcome to another edition of eCubed. This week we're taking a look at housing instability, unstable housing. Now this is represented by couch surfers all over the country. Every community has these. They go to friends' houses and they'll stay there until they burn that bridge and they go to another place, or they stay there just long enough to where HUD regulations haven't kicked in. They'll sleep at a friend's house on the couch in their car. Places just not meant for people to live in. Sometimes they're selling their body in order to stay there. For a lot of men and women, that ends up being the case. Or selling their food stamps. I'll bring the food, that's my part of the rent. These are common things, but imagine not knowing where you're going to be sleeping tonight. Wouldn't you take those sort of drastic events? Wouldn't you try to do that? So we'll start educating ourselves what it might be like, and the best way to do that is just imagine. You could actually go do it. Camping's fun for a night or two, but imagine if you had to do that and you had no hope, not knowing where your next place is going to be. Well, that changes the whole scenario, doesn't it? Now, this lack of security leads to sleeping disorders, leads to all sorts of mental disorders. Eventually, a lot of these men and women begin to be dismissed by society because they smell and look a little different. A lot of these men and women begin to reject society. They feel like they've been betrayed, and they're angry and frustrated over what they've experienced, so they don't know how to behave around other people. It's not that they're bad. It's not that they don't know how to behave. It's just they've lost that ability to interact with other people because they've been living in the woods, or they've been living on the street corners and been ignored by people for so long. So that's our education. We're learning about these things, what it might be like. Then, let's explore what some possibilities are. The housing first model, I'm totally opposed to that. I think that is a flawed system. I mean, people are going to they're going to live their life any way they want. You get in their housing and they're going to keep living the life that way. Whatever caused them to be homeless in the first place will continue to happen. In most cases, that is exactly what happens. Housing first gets people in their housing, and a year later, most are back out. I remember seeing a study in St. Louis where they housed 100% of this particular population, 100% back out within a year. No, we have to start dealing with the issues that got them into poverty and homelessness in the first place. So our picture at Gospel Rescue Mission is they come to the mission. They earn their right to stay more than 3 weeks by taking some online classes, by interacting well, by showing they want a life change. They could stay here 12 weeks, or they get a job. We'll continue to train and teach them life skills, but our real hope is that they can save up a 2-month buffer before they move out. We want them to move out to an apartment that they are paying for. They're paying the utilities on. And then we have a program here in Muskogee called Bridges Out of Poverty. We encourage them to go take that class. And when they complete that class, that same organization offers them Money Matters, teaches them some details about how to save and how to spend and all sorts of great information in that class. And then they take Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University if they've completed all 3 of those steps. And then in Muskogee, we also have a Muskogee Habitat for Humanity. And did you know that everyone who graduates could be an applicant? All the applicants for Habitat for Humanity come from that program. So we invite you to consider some of the solutions that are out there. Let's explore and experiment and see what we can do.